All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Justin Clark here, going to do a quick morning market analysis. Going to look at what's happening with Bitcoin today. Again, we check Bitcoin and watch that closely, trading these crypto markets, because Bitcoin is a big bully, meaning that whatever Bitcoin does, the altcoins tend to do in an exaggerated fashion. Well, I will say this. A lot of times, if the altcoins, Bitcoin dumps, the altcoins dump, okay? And Bitcoin could dump 3%, 5%, the altcoins might dump 10, 15%. A weird thing, though, is sometimes when Bitcoin pumps, it actually absorbs volume from the altcoins, and then the altcoins don't pump along with it. Bitcoin can sometimes pump 10, 15, 20%, and the altcoins just stay, and you're like, what's happening to my altcoins? Well, it's because Bitcoin kind of uses volume sometimes to push through key resistance levels. And so we could be seeing that here soon. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and drop a like, drop a comment. If you want to get these morning market analysis in your inbox or a notification when they go up, you just need to click follow if you're on Facebook, or subscribe if you are on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start screen sharing here, and we're going to take a look at my favorite chart to kind of see the overall picture of what's happening with Bitcoin. And it's called the MA Momentum chart. Now, we're looking at this through our software. This is iCoinPro's proprietary software. Nobody else owns this. This is ours. It's all custom coded from the ground up. We do use TradingView charts. We love TradingView charts, but the data that's actually served here is all our own. Okay, we're not pulling that from TradingView. We just use their template, if you will, for their charts, and then serve the data to the charts. Probably more information than any of you need to know, but there it is. All right, this MA Momentum for paid members of iCoinPro. If you want to learn how this moving average, MA stands for moving average, momentum chart setup works, you go to my iCoinPro training, and you go to part 3 of the micro profit system, and you can watch this. It's kind of a standalone module. It's about 44-ish minutes, 43, 44 minutes, and learn exactly how this chart setup works and how we use it. So in a nutshell, I'm going to do a really quick explanation of it. These are the candles. Candles show you where the actual price is of Bitcoin or whatever you're looking at that moment. Green and red, or how they turn. Green means it was going up during that period. Red means it was going down. Okay. And when all of these candles are trading and the price is trading above these moving averages, which we got here, the purple, maroon, gold, green, etc. When we're trading above all of those, and the price action is pulling away, and we're getting more and more space in between the price action and the moving averages, particularly the longer term moving averages, like this is a 150-day moving average. That is positive. That means we're potentially building up momentum, in this case, in a bullish direction. Same is true on the flip side, right? If we're trading below all of these moving averages, okay, in particular, we get stuck below this light purple moving average, that means that we are potentially in a bear market, and momentum is building. And you can see here, these moving averages pulled away from the price action, and a bear market was ensuing, okay? So trading above, positive, potential bull market range. Trading below, negative, potential bear market range. I know some people say I oversimplify stuff. I think that's better than trying to sound like I'm super smart and nobody understands what I'm talking about, because we have a system that actually works. Like, people use this, they've been using it for years. People who have never traded before can learn our system and use it. I know a lot of other trading programs, they just try to baffle you with BS. And they want you to hang on and keep paying that subscription. And they're drawing their triangles and sounding so smart, like they know all these things. I don't know. I want people to understand it and be able to execute the strategy. well. We're very black and white. Somebody called us the McDonald's of trading. And we keep people at it for years having success. So, again, it's something that anybody can learn what we teach. In fact, we have a free boot camp. If you don't even have to take my word for it, just do the free boot camp. Okay. If somebody shared this video with them, get back with them. They'll give you the free boot camp. If you are finding this and you don't have anybody who referred you, shoot an email to support@iCoinPro.com. All right. They'll be more than happy to connect you with somebody in your time zone or maybe even your local area that you can connect up with to learn, this system. But the free boot camp's great, about 40 minutes, and you're going to know your first trade. You're going to know how charts work, all that sort of stuff. So, when your system doesn't work, you want to sound smart and confuse people and keep moving that carrot out in front of them. When your system does actually work, you want to get right down to it, teach them how it works, and get them busy using the system. Okay, so that's what we like to do. So, and trading the way that we trade, where we trade in and out on these small trades with an extremely high win rate. I've been outperforming Bitcoin now since September 2019 when I perfected this system. So, it works. The system works. You just have to learn it and do it. So back to this. Right now, everything's looking pretty positive overall for Bitcoin. We are now trading, you can see we're trading above this light purple moving average, which is great. When we get to where we're trading above that, you can see here, that's positive. Even if we sink a little below it, if we rock it right back up above it, it gets the market really excited. So right now we're trying to make a transition from some uncertainty to potentially moving higher. We had this downtrend line, this purple downtrend line. We defeated that, got above it. We retested it 2 times, stayed above it, retested this purple one, and now we're staying above it. We're hitting 69,138 right now. The key is 70K. Can we bust through 70K? If we bust through 70K with a lot of volume, we could be in business. We could be looking at going up and trying to take out the all-time high of 74K. And if we can take that out with good volume, we could be looking at going into a higher trading range for Bitcoin. On the flip side, 65, 66K is the area to hold on to. If we lose 65, 66K, that's going to confuse people, okay? If we do it dramatically, confuse them even more with lots of volume. There's a saying in trading, steps the top, elevator to the bottom. If we don't get through 70K soon, I'm afraid we're going to get a steeper retrace. We're going to even potentially retest this again. All right. So we'll just have to see what happens. But, retesting it and then bouncing and going right back up would be good. Retesting it, cruising along down here, going sideways and then losing that, not good. Okay. Potentially for the long-term trend. So we'll just have to see what happens, right? We take this stuff one day at a time. And that's the thing about how I trade. I trade like I used to spar in martial arts. I have 3 black belts, and I learned in sparring what the best way that was the most effective was a reactionary sparring method. So you waited for your opponent to make a move. You did a counter move. Your counter move had such a high chance of landing after that initial move. So that was what I did, and it helped me be successful in tournaments and everything. I'm the same way in trading. I don't try to predict what these crazy markets are going to do. I just react to it once it does. And that's why we keep winning and the win rate is so high. So, all right. So 70K is the key. On the upsides, we got to stay above 65, 66K to keep the party alive. If we lose that, 60K is the next level below. And then below that, the last line of defense for the bull market is about 57, 56, 57, about 57K, I'm going to say. If we lose 57K and start trading below that for an extended period of time, not awesome. That's really going to confuse a lot of people. Now, here's another interesting thing we're just going to talk about this morning. So we watch what are called longs and shorts on Binance. Only Binance. We ignore these other exchanges. We use blockchain whispers. But this is data they just pull straight from Binance, okay? long as somebody is betting Bitcoin's going up with leverage. So it's risky, right? Like if it moves a little bit, they can get liquidated. If you hear about people getting liquidated trading and blowing out trading accounts, it's because of leverage. We don't teach leverage at iCoinPro, and we don't need to, because we have a secret system that leverages your trades called the Buddy Coin system, which is like leverage trading, but you don't have the risk of leverage trading. Okay. Shorts are people who are betting Bitcoin's going to go down with leverage. Again, super, super risky. So right now we're almost at 60% on the short side. So you got 60% of people betting Bitcoin's going down with leverage, taking a riskier position that it's going down. If this gets over 70% and this price of Bitcoin just keeps creeping higher and higher and higher, we can set up for what's called a short squeeze. And that's where all of these people who are betting Bitcoin was going to go down get liquidated en masse, and we get a big giant green candle that everybody loves, right? So we could be setting up for that. Not too concerned that it's going to happen yet until we get over 70% and the price keeps creeping higher. We'll say maybe it could happen. Anything could happen, but that's what we're watching right now. So we could be setting up for a short squeeze. These shorters are getting overconfident that we're going to retrace again and go down, and then they are wrong and they get liquidated, and they got to quickly close those positions and lose their money. So we're going to see if that happens. We'll keep an eye on that. Last thing I just want to cover here is what am I looking at for what are called buddy coins. So these are the coins where they're moving better and there's better potential profits. Nothing I'm too excited about right now because we've been kind of creeping up. So we don't have anything that's like super, super awesome here that I'm looking at as far as buddy coins. If we blow up, then we could get some really excellent trades on the back end of that blow up. So if Bitcoin can make it through 70 and blow up, it's going to do its natural, retraces, etc. Some of the altcoins will have some really great trades on that. Going into the regular V1 buddy coin crawler, the only thing I've gotten here is probably Ape. Ape has been, let me see if I can figure out where it is. This is not it. Oh, actually two of them. We have Well USD. All right. I usually leave my setting here to over 10 million 24-hour volume. Oops, let me go over to this one. If I change that to 5 million, I'm going to get a lot more coins in here. But Well and Ape are the two that I've got on my buddy list. Well and Ape are the two that I'm watching here. They've got the best potential spreads and could give us some really good dip trades to do. Well is kind of hanging out a little bit high up near here. I'd like to see it kind of do a dip and then another dip and then another dip. That second and third dip sequence, I'm going to be much, much more confident on. The first one, if I trade it, I'm going to be very cautious unless it's really roller coastering well. But even if it is, I'll take it, get out, and then see if it keeps going down. And Ape is kind of lowish, hanging out around $1. So this one, if it does a good dump dip sequence, I'm going to be all over that. So, all right, guys, that's everything I got for today. If you, are seeing this, make sure to let me know if you watch this live or on a replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Any questions, go ahead and ask them. And again, if you want to get these to your inbox, just follow on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let's see what happens here today. If Bitcoin can make its move here on a Monday, it's more likely that it would on a Monday than a weekend. So we'll see what happens. All right, everybody, take care. And let's see what happens today in these crazy crypto markets.